What's up, YouTubers? Nexus Poison here, bringing you a brand new series. This series is going to be the top 10 of whatever. Well, that's not actually going to be the name of this series, but it's the top 10. It's either going to consist of the top 10 of my favorites, like games, popsicles, pops, toys, whatever, whatnot. And then it's also going to have the top 10 worst ideas ever in the United States, top 10 what states in the United States, or something like that, you know, just kind of something just to be a little bit different than what I'm originally doing. But as for this, the first episode of the top 10, this is going to be about Destiny, and it's going to be the Destiny Exotics, which I've already picked out 10 of them that I currently like. You may currently like these as well, and if you do or don't, just leave a quick comment or something and let me know what your favorite top 10 are. As for number 10 on the list, it is the Iron Gjallarhorn, which in general it is the Gjallarhorn period. The only difference is between the Gjallarhorn and the Iron Gjallarhorn is just the Iron Gjallarhorn is silver and black, and the other one is silver and gold. The main two perks on this is tracking. The shells fired from this weapon track their targets, and as well, Wolfpack rounds. Rounds fired from this weapon split into tracking clusters of missiles upon detonation. So once it hits, it's split up in many different kind of clusters, and then after it hits up in the clusters, then you have a bunch of little bitty tiny bombs. Anyways, on to the next one. The number 9 on the list. It is the Hotman. This gun is pretty devastating in its own way. It's got Luck in the Chamber and Holding Aces. Luck in the Chamber basically what it says is one random bullet will cause considerable damage. And the Hold Aces will, 2 more bullets will cause considerable damage, which it's pretty good. I mean, this gun packs a punch. Even though these are like level 4 and I'm level 40, and you know it's kind of taking a toll, but this weapon, see, it's not good at range, as you can tell. It's not really doing much to them at a long distant range, but it's a good gun. I'll definitely show you the perks here once I get a chance to get away from that particular spot, because they will start attacking me. Here's the perks, the main perks on this. I was mentioning Luck in the Chamber, and as well as Holding Aces, which are some pretty good perks for this gun. Alright, number 8 on the list. This is probably one of my favorite heavies. Besides the as you see, number 10 on the list, the Gjallarhorn, is the Nova Mortis. This gun is pretty wicked itself. It's a part of the, I guess you say, the 3 machine guns: Thunderlord, Abaddon, and this one obviously Thunderlord is art, Abaddon is solar, and then you got the Void, which is pretty awesome. Crosshairs are pretty cool. Right here, the main perks is the weapon fires faster and more accurately the longer the trigger is held. Kills with this weapon increases reload speed for the short time, but it's also got a hidden perk, which it doesn't really say nowhere in here. It actually discharges like I guess you'd say void damage, like the Thunderlord. It changes lightning, so this is going to give off like a void black hole kind of deal, which is pretty awesome. Number 7 on the list, it is the Nemesis Star, which is a really good gun, by the way. When holding down the trigger, range and accuracy increases as rate of fire decreases. Kills grant bonus grenade energy on trigger pull. This weapon in its initial burst has a high rate of fire, which is the complete opposite of the Nova Mortis, which the longer you pull, the slower it down. So this one is the faster you go, the longer you pull. Yeah, well, no, I guess it's the same thing. I don't know why it's called a Nemesis Star when it's got the same kind of perks that the Nova Mortis does. But we'll go over there to the Warsat and have some fun with this.
This could be good.
There we go. Oh, what? It disappeared. Oh well. See, look right here. It slows down, which is pretty cool and pretty accurate too. I like this gun. Let me see if see. I mean, it's got that accuracy. It's pretty strong. I like this gun. It's solar. It's actually, before I got the Nova Mortis, it's actually one of the guns I carried around a lot with this character, because I had some primaries that were pretty good and secondaries. Anyways, number 6 on the list is probably going to be a fan favorite for a large part of PvP and PvE, because the simple fact it's arc and it chains lightning just like the Thunderlord does. I'll call it Baby Lord or Baby Thunder. Oh, I'm about to blind myself. Yep. Ouch. That was a mistake. Anyways, see right here. And what most people fail to realize is that it's really good on the Fallen. This particular gun, the Fallen have a weakness against arc abilities, which is a lot of people don't know that. If you didn't know that, well, now you know. And like I said, it's got that chain ability where it can chain lightning to each other, and which is pretty cool. It's not doing it right now because, you know, I ain't shooting nobody, like, I guess too much. Anyways, show you the main perks on this. Let me get down a little hole here real quick. Whoop, let me bounce back. Alright, and the main perks here is arc projectiles have the chance to chain lightning when enemies are close together. Double kills with this weapon charge a small amount of super energy and return ammo to the magazine, which is pretty cool. This weapon grows more accurate the longer it is fired. So basically, double kills will return an ammo to this, which is, if you get a crap ton of like Thrall in one area, you get all your ammo just back, you know? Alright. Number 5 on the list. This is one of my favorite shotguns. It's the only shotgun I will use in Destiny. I'm not too big fan of shotguns. The reason for this one is because it regenerates its ammo, and as well, you can pick up ammo to replenish it. See if I can find some. See, right here. 4 out of 6, which is pretty good. Get up here. It's full auto, solar. Has the final round, which is a good thing. So the last round should do some damage, which is pretty cool. Which is pretty cool. But over time, it regenerates. They actually kind of slowed it down, the regen rate, just like they did with the. But in general, I like this gun. The main perks on this gun are going to be this weapon regenerates ammo over time. The last round of the magazine deals bonus damage. And on top of that, the full auto as well, which is pretty nifty in the in itself. The next weapon is in the top 4, which is going to be one of my favorites. But then again, this whole list, top 10, is my favorite. Anyways, Outbreak Prime, which this is only in year 3. The way to get this one, you need the Rise of Iron DLC, and then you need some really good friends or clanmates to help you out to get this. Speaking of clanmates, if you're a fan of Destiny and you're watching this, be sure to check us out on Facebook. I will definitely leave the link down below, so you can come and check us out and maybe hit up some friends or clans that we got. We got a lot of clans in there. I'm actually part of one, which is Pride of Valhalla. But anyways, this particular gun is pretty cool. It's got that whole Iron Gallahorn, well, the Gallahorn effect, where it sends out nanonites after the closest enemy. If you keep hitting the bodies, it'll spread nanonites to each other. Which and it's also got Outlaw, which is pretty awesome to see. Hear me, an invisible guy. There he is. See? So the nanonites, that's pretty cool. But let me show you the perks on this thing. and let you check them out. Alright. Precision kills releases Steven Nanite Swarm that attacks other enemies. Enemies that take repeated hits from this weapon spawn Steven Nanites that attack other enemies. Fallen take extra damage, which is pretty cool because a lot of times you're going to get Fallen or the Splicers. On top of that, it does have the Outlaw perk, which is pretty cool. It will let you know if you got that. Let me see. That didn't particularly do it right there. Let's see if I got these guys right here. Here we go. So you hear it? It came off and it lets you know that you got the Outlaw. A little bit of toasty for them. Anyways, on to number 3, which is another heavy weapon, which is a lot of people kind of are a little bit biased to the swords because there's so many of them. But my favorite is the Raise Lighter because the uppercut it does, the solo uppercut, which is really awesome. Let's see if I can find something. As you tell, it's got some really good power to it, and a lot of enemies cannot take a chance. And then there's the guard. There we go. Which is pretty cool. I like the sword. There is the Solar and Art version. Boltcaster is the art version, which it throws out this, and then you got the Void Drinker, or the Dark Drinker, sorry. That has a little spinning disc, like a nunchuck kind of style, which is pretty awesome. But yeah, now we're down to the final 2, and before we get into the final 2, I just want to say I appreciate everything that y'all do. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the like and the notification bell if you want to continue to get more videos. I will be doing more top 10 playlists, and as I said before, this is kind of new for me, so I'm kind of get the feel of how to do all this stuff. I do have another top 10 playlist that's coming soon. It's gonna be the my top 10 favorite games of all times. That's gonna consist. I've been playing games for over 30 some odd years now, and that's gonna consist from the regular Nintendo all the way up to the Xbox One, PS4, stuff like that. But anyways, number 2 on the list. Let's go take off the Raise Lighter. It is the No Land Beyond. Yes, a lot of people may not like this gun because the fact that this gun has before they kind of nerfed it, they had a really steady aim to it. Increased precision damage, kills briefly. Increased damage against next target. The exotic sniper rifle can be equipped with primary slot, and it also has a mulligan, which is pretty nifty for it as well. So if you miss a bullet, you may have a chance to get that bullet back. You may not think sniping don't take really that much skills, but this gun in particular, it does take somewhat of a skill to use it because the fact that you have to deal with the over exhausted flinching, and then as well the iron sight. See right here? I do hear something that's over here. Let's see if we can take a good shot at it. It may be a little bit difficult. Yeah, see? Figures some idiot is coming over here to mess with me while I'm sitting there playing this. Oh, God. You can't see that I'm sitting here, like, literally shooting at him. He just runs over here, like, there's a whole map over there. This guy just came over out of nowhere. Anyways, but this gun is pretty fun. I like it. I enjoy it, and it's mainly my PvP sniper rifle. It's the one gun that I will go into PvP with, unless I'm doing bounties. But this thing is super duper hard when it comes to trying to control it against firefight. I'll show it to you. See, look. See how it flinches? See how it flinches like that? That is what you gotta worry about. And it takes... You just gotta kind of quick scope this thing. You know? You can't just show... If you miss, reload. Miss, reload. Keep going with it. But anyways. We're down to the final one. Number 1 on the list. I have so many guns here. But which one will be the number 1 exotic? Let's put it this way. This gun has been around for all 3 years. It's the fan favorite for PvE and PvP. And I know in year 1 this thing was essential to the Crota raid because of the fact of the lightweight. And back before they patched it for year 3, you had the you would need this to get to the top of the map, which it helped you to, you know, cheese the game or the raid. There's also, it grants you speed, movement speed, triggers, stuff like that. It's got all kind of good perks. I like it, and this guy just threw a grenade at me. Let's see what we got. Come here, come here, come here. I mean, this thing is just really awesome. I love the gun. A lot of people love this gun. When Xur sells it, it's like hotcakes. It sells to everything. As you can tell right here. I mean, there is nothing better than the miter tool. I mean, there's probably a lot of scout rifles. I mean, I got a few scout rifles that's better than this. But in general, a lot of people may not agree, but this weapon is in the top probably 5, if not the #1 gun that a lot of people like. But anyways, as for this episode, this series, this is gonna be the end of it, and let's shoot more people. See how? I mean, this thing has got some range on it. It's really good at its range. It's just, man, this is actually my year 1 gun. Like, I mean, this is my first exotic from year 1, and then it's just kind of followed me since then. But anyways, next is Poison. I'll definitely be hitting you up later. Drop a subscribe, like button, hit the notification, and peace.